Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today is going to be our last game, OP Ivankov, and this time it's going to be another purple matchup. This time, instead of Magellan like yesterday, we're going to go up against Kaido, which used to be one of those popular decks in OP01, but has kind of fallen out of flavor a little bit. So, hope you enjoy the matchup coming up today, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece video gameplays every single day. Enjoy the game. In this matchup, you're going against Kaido. I haven't gone against a Kaido in a really long time. They chose to go first. I'm gonna mulligan. I got my okay, perfect. I didn't get Perona and I didn't have Ivankov. That's why I wanted to mulligan everything away. We got the Perona this time though. I guess we can go ahead and do I care about any of these cards in the next couple of turns? I don't think I do. So I'm gonna place them in the bottom. Because we have a turn 4 play, and that should be no problem. I'm gonna just counter that because it's a 5 damage that I don't want to take. Opponent gets the Onigashima, will attack for 5. Opponent takes it. Ah! They get to play the Basil Hawkins for free? That's cool. Let's go ahead and play this this Galdino. We don't need to use it right now because we're gonna use his ability next turn. We're gonna continue having pressure with this Galdino. Galdino is one of the best cards in this deck because it lets you kind of thin out your hand. If I don't have to take damage, I don't have to take damage, right? It lets you thin out your hand while also putting a lot of pressure into the opponent. So the opponent gets the blocker, we get sits down. We can play the Crocodile and discard this Mihawk, I guess, and that still gives me with 1 down. So the 1 down can be using one of these guys. I guess let's attack for 5 first. Because if the opponent blocks it with the queen, I might actually choose to kill this queen. So like, do I go for the queen here? Or do I just go 5 again and just chill? I guess opponent can just protect there though. I'm down to go for the queen. I'm down to go for the queen and eat up the second blocker at least. Okay, opponent's just going to protect it. Let's go ahead and drop this down. We end the turn. We use this ability and let's discard this guy. Leave it active. Opponent could have access here for the Kaido, the 10 cost Kaido next turn, so I have to be a little bit careful. So if they play the 10 cost Kaido, that's gonna be a problem. Can I ignore that Kaido? Probably, right? I probably have to just ignore the Kaido. Bounce back the... So we bounce back the Uta. We'll bounce back the Uta. Right? We have 1 down everywhere. We can go sits here. We're not going to attack with the Galdino because we can't bounce it back. And the opponent can just block it with the queen. There we go. Then we go here. Opponent didn't block, so that tells me that they don't actually have... No, I don't want to use the car action here. That tells you that the opponent doesn't actually have the 10 cost Kaido. Because if they go 10 cost Kaido here, I'm okay with them losing both queen blockers. I'm okay with them losing both of the queen blockers, right? Not going to take that life if I don't need to. They haven't committed any dawn though, so it could possibly be that they have it. Okay, so they just tap out, right? So they tapped out there. Do we take this or do we block it? I'm gonna take it. I mean, opponent's playing really weird. Ah. Interesting. Because I need to have the 2 cards to be able to bounce back their Uta blocker, right? So I have to take this 2. Because I need the cards that I can trash to have this Luffy go through. Opponent has to kill this Luffy. They have so many blockers. Oh my goodness. This is a whole board of blockers. So we can bounce back the Uta blocker with the Luffy. But the opponent's still going to have multiple blockers here. We have to bounce back the Uta first because the opponent... Okay, they're just going to trash my life. Okay. So we have to go... This is 7. Do I want to go 8? I mean, opponent can always block it, right? The problem is that if I only attack for 7, our opponent can just play a 2k counter here. And that could be a problem as well. Because we're not really using our Dawn for a lot of other stuff, right? Ay. This is such a weird hand. So we go like this. We have to bounce back the Uta. We have to bounce back the Uta because the opponent can rest one of my characters by doing -1 Dawn. They tapped out of the Dawn for Kaido, so I'm not worried about Kaido. I just need to kill their queens at this point. We can go here again. Alright. Let's get rid of the second blocker again. If the opponent goes for the Black Maria, then I can focus on killing this queen. Okay, so this is going to be 8, 9, 10. Do I need to go 10? Or can I just go 9? 9 and then 8? I'm down to go 9, because if the opponent counters out of this, we still have 2 attackers. We can still go 8 with the Ivankov. If they don't counter out of it, then we can just go ahead and do this. Go for 5. Opponent doesn't have enough Dawn for the 10 cost Kaido anymore, because they did the -7 Dawn last turn. So I'm just chilling. That's a 2k counter here. We don't need to use this, because it's not going to matter. We just keep our 4k counter here. Opponent only has 1 attacker. We got rid of literally all their blockers. I've never seen this many blockers in any game that I played. Bouncing back the Uta multiple times helps out, right? Because it stops them from being able to rest my Crocodile or my Galdino. So we always have to bounce back the Uta, which is where Luffy came in very clutch. We got rid of double queen. We got rid of the multiple Black Marias and the Higurashi. Opponent did -7 Dawn last turn to take my life, which puts them out of range of the 10 cost Kaido for at least another turn. So next turn we can potentially present the double attack with the Luffy. And take the 2 life that they have, right? I didn't care about having this as a blocker because, I mean, if opponent takes this last life, I think I'm okay still. And I think I value the 4k counter more than I did having the blocker Galdino. Okay, Let's have the extra attacker next time. Let's have the extra attacker. Whoa! Okay, so Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment is -3. Thunder Bagua is 4, so that's gonna be 9. My guy's gonna be a 4. We need to have at least 5. So we need to have. Well, we can't even use the Luffy ability anyway, so we can't give the Luffy double attack. So I think at this point, we're just attacking for 5s. So I think we're going to go like this. 5. Start eating up all their events, right? Because we cannot trigger the Luffy ability, it makes no sense. We can't get a double attack, right? So we're just going to slowly whittle them down, 5 damage at a time. Force out their events to be inefficient. There it is. So this is a Hell's Judgment. Does -3 there. A -3 over here. Let's go 5. Let's go 3 here. That's another 5. All right. Let's go 7. Opponent just disconnected. I mean, we can continue doing this, right? We can go 7 again, and we could have 9, 9. Like, we can go 7 twice. And if the opponent takes that extra life, then we can commit the other 4 down on the last unit. So the moment that we had this full board and opponent tapped out of the 10 cost Kaido, when they took my life with that second Ivankov, the game was already over. You have to keep, I think against Ivankov especially, you have to keep the Dawn to hope that you get a 10 cost Kaido, because otherwise you're never gonna be able to deal with the board that I'm gonna put in. Especially with Ivankov allowing me to just bring back a free unit and me being able to bounce back to your hand, forcing you to have to use the Dawn over and over again. So unfortunate for the Kaido player. But that's how this matchup should go most of the times. And it's one of the reasons why Kaido has lost a lot of popularity recently, because he's just, you're not able to keep up with what people can do in OP02. I think Magellan is a better purple deck than Kaido, as you saw in yesterday's video against Magellan. But anyways, hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece gameplay every single day. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where we're going to go back to some Zoro gameplay.